Hey guys, News Now Alaska here. We're at the U.S. Post Office in Fairbanks. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe.
So I'll go home, I'll pack, I'll be back. Tomorrow's Friday. Did you know that? Oh, I didn't. So if you see somebody's got a copy that they're sending to somebody, you'll be like,
All of the countries now are different. All of the countries that
Oh.
we're going to now.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
What's your box number?
83305?
3305? No.
Put it on the side.
I'm sorry?
Not on the side, right?
Yeah.
2305.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you two to step back behind the counter, please.
You don't tell us what to do, and we are dealing with it.
I need you to be on the other side. You can't impede my customers.
We're not.
Okay.
We're not impeding anything. We're just filming.
Got it?
Express. What's that? Have a good day. Is there anything else I can help you with? Hello.
This way, I'm gonna write this right in there quick.
Okay. Smelling this guy? No. For Taiwan? Yes. Have a good day.
Oh, you're good.
Guys, hey.
Oh.
Hey, morning.
Hang on.
Can you tell me, before I get paperwork and stuff, how much it would cost to send this to Taiwan cheapest way? I got the address, but the reason I'm doing it that way is because I was just at UPS and like $200.
Oh.
Do you have permission to videotape this? Dude, do you have permission to videotape this?
Yes.
From where? And what is this for?
You just do.
No, you just don't. Come into the post office, it's none of your business. Don't videotape me.
This is a federal facility, right?
Okay, but you don't have permission to videotape me, don't give it to me.
There's no expectation of privacy in the public house.
I expect you to not pay any attention to my mail.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just video recording
Or if I
the
do
process
also-
here at the post office.
You could ask my permission for stuff. if I
That
had
would
to.
be very nice if you tell me.
It would. It'd be very human and thoughtful. And
Or at least.
yeah, it'd be a decent person to ask.
Can you
It
edit
makes my
it? Just
feelings
enter
with
it?
my job.
Right.
You know?
No, I
People
don't.
People
No, I
don't
don't.
like
I
their
think
job
it's
sometimes.
inappropriate.
People don't, I like my job.
Well,
Sometimes
that's
people,
good.
people don't like their job. They just still have to do it.
Well, that's not.
Can I have the
an
next
excuse.
customer's ready?
You have no right to videotape this and then I don't.
It's called the First Amendment.
Yeah.
You work for a lawyer? That's a bad one, I
How
can
would
tell.
you like to mail this?
Certified.
Certified.
Can you tell us what lawyer you
No,
work for?
I can't because it's none of your business. It's my life.
I'm just trying to make sure people don't go there because you're telling us that it's illegal to film.
No, I said you don't have a right, you don't have
We actually do.
permission.
We actually do have the right and we have permission actually. We have both of them. Yeah, it's real disgusting to see a stranger just barking orders.
What, to tell you not to put me on video?
Well, maybe going to a public place is not the best thing
Oh
for
my
you to do.
goodness, what a fragile, perishable person. Oh, no.
What we did last night.
Good to see you.
Hi, you may want to stick around. If you're calling, stick around. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Can I have your name and badge?
Trooper Croniger, badge number 663.
Okay.
Do you want to come out here so you get a better angle, or
Please,
whatever you need?
let's speak over here for a
Yeah,
second.
absolutely. Good.
Okay, so you're Trooper who, I'm sorry?
Croniger, badge number 663.
Okay, so we're working on a video at the post office.
Okay.
We have authorization from the postmaster. It's right there on the wall. It's poster 7. As long as we don't interfere with the business here,
Okay.
Video recording cannot be considered suspicious activity, a crime, or anything like that.
Okay.
We have the First Amendment that guarantees us our right to video record in there.
Okay.
And we also have the Customer's Bill of Rights. It sounds funny, but they have the Customer's Bill of Rights, which gives us another set of rights for us over here at the post office.
Okay.
What was the reason of the call today?
So it just sounds like when you were recording, it made some customers uncomfortable, as they just want to make sure that you're not behind whatever counter that you guys were next to.
Oh, we weren't. We weren't.
We're in a public lobby.
We were in the lobby. So.
Okay. Well, their concern is they said you can absolutely feel free to film all you want. They just want to make sure that you're not close enough to where you can see the public information, or private information of customers.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, we're not here for that.
Okay.
We're here for we're here to check up on the government on our constitutional rights.
Okay. Is there anything else that you need or want to know, or?
Can you give us any information on how long you've been working for the Alaska State Troopers?
So this will be my second year here, but I have 10 years prior law enforcement in lower 48.
Awesome. Well, thank you for keeping Fairbanks safe.
Yeah, no problem.
And thank you for upholding the Constitution.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, they said they had no problems with you videoing or doing whatever.
How's it going?
Excuse me, sorry.
How are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
We're doing good. We're just working on a video. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
My name is Trina Cully. My badge number is
Excuse us.
336.
You guys have a good day.
336?
336. What was the call when they said, was there like a disturbance, or what did they accuse of us? Accuse us of?
What I heard was that you guys were going behind the counter where you guys were restricted to go. Videoing.
You guys probably know better than that, right?
All right, cool. So
We can only respond to what
All right,
what they're
so
told. That's
I'm
why we
just-
come talk to you.
I'm just, you know what, you guys know why we're here,
So
so.
you guys know that we're not going anywhere in restricted areas. So what's the process when we prove? Okay. All right. Good. So I just need you to investigate this situation right now, please, properly. Don't just go in there and take their word for it, because there's two sides of the story everywhere you go.
Absolutely.
The rules are on the wall. We have the right to be in there. We have the First Amendment. We have the Customer's Bill of Rights that over here at the post office. They also took the same oath as you guys to protect the Constitution. So they're lying. So if you call the police,
there is signs on the wall?
yeah, there's an official paper that says that we could film there.
They know it.
And we have a
They know
whole
it.
list of areas that we could film.
It didn't sound like that was
No,
the issue.
no, and I talked to the postal inspector. Actually came out and told me, said they had no issues with you guys filming. They just want to make sure you're not getting any personal information from customers.
Did you already go inside?
She met me out here. I haven't been when they come out here. So
But they accuse us of being in a restricted area.
So that was the postmaster?
That was the female was the
That's
postmaster.
what I heard. So I don't
So if that's what they said, what is your policy when it comes to people lying, or what is the law when it comes to people lying to the police? Because you see,
People lie to us all the time.
but calling the police is and giving for misuse.
Is this your guys' jurisdiction?
Misuse of police
Yes.
call is
Yeah,
Federal
so
property?
Our
Well, I
line.
haven't
No,
talked to
federal
anyone yet,
property.
so I
So federal, yeah. So
Federal
they don't
property.
have law enforcement.
Yeah,
So we cover all the areas outside of the city
Well,
limits.
they have their own police.
There's nobody. They have their postal inspectors. So like,
I'm not from Alaska.
Right.
I'll tell you, I'm from Florida.
so they kind of do the. We have. I don't want to say shared jurisdiction.
What did did they say to
But
you
like
guys?
any type of mail fraud and stuff that would go through the postal.
I think you guys are.
Property itself,
couldn't
like
be
we
right
would
there
cover,
in
like we don't investigate like the mail crime. So if there's a mail theft or something inside there,
Yeah.
then it would go through the postal inspector and their process. But like it involves property.
Oh,
like
really? Nice. And your officer.
Aren't you guys? So your jurisdiction is only
we
when
essentially have
there's an
everywhere in the state.
imminent. I thought it was when there's only an imminent threat that you guys actually have jurisdiction.
Well,
there.
it's any call for service we'll respond to.
The
Okay.
state laws.
I mean, state laws and federal property.
And there's no postal police here in Fairbanks.
But this is
No,
have
they
their own
so they go
police,
through
though.
like their
They have
postal
the
inspector.
police.
They might have attachments through like the airports if
I know.
like for the,
It's the
flights
postal
coming in
police.
type deal.
Yes, it's the
But
postal
like if there was
police. That's the
a
only
mail
person in
theft from
charge,
like inside
of
the
enforcing
property,
any laws in
then
this
it would
place.
be
That's why
like
I'm
the postal
well,
inspector and the
state troopers
agency
have
would then
no
investigate
jurisdiction
it.
Okay.
in here
So-
unless there's an immediate
So
threat.
we would have essentially
But
like they
for this
call
type of
us
calls,
for any
you
type
guys have
of
to call the
suspicious
postal
activity
police. We'd love to speak to them, but they never do. They never
in
show up.
regards to like the property itself, and then they
I did
can
in Ohio
the
one
business
time.
can
They're rarely
essentially
there.
request people be
Is this what you
trespassed
wish to
from
kinda-
there based on
I'm a camera guy.
whatever. So.
So-
8 to 5. I go to
Trespass.
other
You're
buildings
talking
and
about
I,
1146,
educate people on-
320 or 330.
If a person, so
Do you
you've
know what
got
the third
trespass.
I know the law, but
Okay.
I just.
So
If you don't know
so
it, that's
essentially-
fine. I mean, it's not fine.
So
but
the person would have to be on the property unlawfully.
So
You have to
yeah, so
enter
essentially,
unlawfully.
so what it is if a business or property owner or whatever requests the individual
that's good.
leave
I
the
hope
property
you
and they
have it,
refuse to
written
leave,
down
then
somewhere
that could be
or
considered
in your
unlawfully.
patrol car.
That's
But it's very
private
important that you
property.
remember
Public property.
these,
That's not this case.
These amendments.
You guys do that on
because
public
that's the oath
property?
we took, and if you don't know what you're by heart, what you are.
You guys do that on public property?
Swearing to protect, you really can't
So
do it correctly.
In my opinion, it's pretty sad when a member of the public knows the law better than the law enforcement that's supposed to know it.
But I'm not here to give you a hard time about that. Do you know the Third Amendment?
Third Amendment?
Yes.
For which part
For the
specifically?
U.S. Constitution.
For which part exactly?
Just do you know what it pertains to?
I would have to go look it up. I'm not like exact spot.
That's
for-
exactly what
and
I said.
and I understand.
Like-
It's very important. Like I was telling her, it's very important that you remember these things, sir, because there's no way that you can protect something that you don't know.
What is
It's,
it?
Right.
That's so. The Third Amendment is no soldiers in our homes, and you're gonna ask me what does that have to do with me as a state trooper? Well, it has to do a lot, because if you guys get unconstitutional orders from the federal government, and we have military people coming up to our houses, you guys are you being our local police right here, closest to us, you're supposed to protect us from any
So are you
any
classifying
tyranny.
us as like a militia, or
No, I'm
because isn't that part of it? Like
no, I'm
this-
classifying you as a police officer, as a
gotcha.
state trooper,
Gotcha.
who enforces the law. But if you get any unconstitutional orders, you have to disobey those. Did you enforce any unconstitutional orders during COVID, like mask and all this stuff?
So I wasn't here for that, so I don't know what the rules in there. But my prior agency, we did not, as it was the health department made the determination, but it was not like a law, so we didn't do that in our agency. People had their own choices and were allowed to do what they wanted. Okay.
What are the stars for?
Years of service?
What is it, 4 or 5 each?
5.
5.
Yeah.
For 20
So,
years?
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Remember the Third Amendment.
Do you have information that you hand out at all?
I don't have it on me, but I will definitely tag you guys. We have millions of hits on our channel.
It's a good
So
reminder.
we don't
Appreciate
want anybody to think that we're starting trouble. That's why we're like,
Sure.
okay, so
Sure.
somebody lies to the police,
Right.
and
obviously
they don't get
we
held
just-
accountable.
And we just respond for calls for service.
Because I'm a robot and that's what I'm programmed to do. Calls for service. Wait a minute. Aren't they law enforcement? Aren't they supposed to enforce the law?
Just respond for calls for service. So like that's literally what we're here. And like what they said before at the beginning is you can film all you want. That was their concern of making sure that no personal property or personal information for.
Did you tell them that if it's in plain view, we can?
So I haven't got.
Okay.
I met you guys out
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So there's like you said, there's a whole
Yeah,
two sides. So I
yeah.
just had what she initially said
That's
here,
cool.
and then you met me here.
Yeah, okay.
So
All right.
so I honestly I've been in here once since I've been in Fairbanks because
Oh, really?
I live down in North Pole, so I go to North Pole one.
Okay.
So
this is state police area, not Fairbanks police?
Yeah, so Fairbanks Police would be on the other side of University. So when you go kind of toward Johansson, so that'd be that kind of overpass that kind of goes to where like the old Sports Authority was, what's the Sportsman's Warehouse, like that whole area, Home Depot, Walmart. So that goes into more of Fairbanks Police Department's jurisdiction.
Awesome. I think you are a very nice guy, brother. I believe that you chose the correct career. I've met a lot of police officers throughout the whole country, and I have to admit, in our side of town over here on the East Coast, we have a lot of thugs on the force. And they use a lot of intimidation tactics to the citizens that don't know their rights. ID, real quick. Oh, we're investigating something. Well, people don't know that you investigate first and then you detain. You don't detain and then investigate. We got a lot of officers detaining people right away. So I appreciate you. And for coming over and letting them know that it's okay. And I just have one thing for me to ask you.
Okay.
Can you say share, like, and subscribe?
I can't do that.
Why?
Because we're supposed to be neutral. So if I say that, essentially that's
siding.
I'm not personally not comfortable. I don't want to violate any of my own policies.
In this specific situation, you're not neutral. You're on our side, brother.
Okay.
You're here exactly for what we're doing. So if you don't want to say it, that's fine.
Okay, then I would be uncomfortable saying that. I don't want to like anything be construed that I'm biased or anything like that.
All right.
So.
That's a very nice mustache you got there, brother.
Appreciate it, but I do appreciate what you're doing. So, like, people do need to be aware. We just want to make sure that everybody's being safe when they're doing it. So,
question: if they want us trespassed, are you going to trespass us?
So I'm going to go talk to them and see. My understanding is if the postmaster requests it because it falls within the state trooper jurisdiction, then we could request you be trespassed.
Well, I'll tell you something. But I'll tell you something.
But I have to look at their policy.
Wait a minute. What did he just say? Hold on a second.
But I have to look at their policy.
I have to look at their policy. What does their policy have to do with law? Absolutely disgusting. He's supposed to enforce the law, not policy. Okay, hold on a minute. Alaska statute, otherwise known as AS 11.46.320, criminal trespass in the first degree. A person commits the crime of criminal trespass in the first degree if the person enters or remains unlawfully. Keyword, unlawfully. 1. On land with intent to commit a crime on the land or in a dwelling. Criminal trespass in the first degree is a Class A misdemeanor. Okay, let's talk about 330. AS 1146-330, criminal trespass in the second degree. A person commits the crime of criminal trespass in the second degree if the person enters or remains unlawfully. Yet again, unlawfully. 1, in or upon premises, or 2, in a propelled vehicle. B, criminal trespass in the second degree is a Class B misdemeanor. Now, first off, let me say that the Supreme Court has ruled that filming your government officials in their official capacity is legal, okay, for one. So us being there with our cameras filming is legal, okay? Not only that, we disseminate to an audience, okay? So that's number 2. Those are both legal reasons for be there, lawful reasons, okay? We were there lawfully. Okay, where does it say anything in those that I just read about policy? It doesn't, because these guys are not supposed to be enforcing trespass on public property. That's why he wouldn't say anything when I asked him that.
I'll tell you something. There is absolutely no way that you can trespass us just because they feel like it.
Well, I would still have to do my due diligence.
But I need you to understand that there has to be a primary charge. This is not a private business where they could just say, hey, you have to leave and you have to leave. So we're not, as long as we don't break the law, be disorderly or interfere, even if they don't like us, they have to deal with it.
Okay. Well, you need anything else? I'll go speak to them. And
yeah, we'll go with you, brother. Where's Postal 7? Watching our videos, awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. Shall we go? We'll
We
chat
go in the
out
hallway.
out of here, or we can go wherever. But
Sure.
it's just so they can continue doing their stuff.
Yeah, I go
You too, bro.
So they make sure you're back on. Okay. So they're not requesting you be trespassed. Okay. They are requesting that kind of if you would be happy or be nice enough to give them a break and kind of let things people come in and out kind of deal.
We didn't even talk to nobody.
Okay. Well, that's essentially what they're asking is if they don't want to trespass you, but they just request you guys leave. So.
But the thing is, they can't. That's my whole point.
Okay.
They really can't.
But they also can ask.
They can ask,
but we can nicely refuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as we're nice, we promote people to be good
Okay.
and courteous and professional to each
Right.
other. But the same respect that they want,
Right.
we're expecting it. You can't.
Gotcha.
That's the golden rule here, brother.
Right.
You can't expect
And
respect
you gotta
if you don't
gotta
give it.
understand too. Like if you look at people who aren't filming, like this is not a daily occurrence, right?
Yeah.
So people are gonna draw their own conclusions. They're gonna
I hear you.
they're
on
gonna
that.
perceive it,
Oh, you can
You're
go ahead,
good, go
brother.
but they
Oh, sorry.
go wherever we want to go.
Yep. Let's go over here. We don't.
So-
At least we know. At least we know this. Look, we're not.
Right.
Go ahead. We're not here to cause a problem or anything like that.
Right.
We are just here to promote our rights. brother.
Right. Well, like I said, it always comes down to like those perceptions, right? And it is not. In my experience, it's not every day. Obviously, law enforcement we're used to getting filmed all the time, so I personally don't care.
Not a lot of cops feel that way.
But like the general public, typically they're not used to seeing it. So that was their main concern, and she reiterated back there. It's the postmaster, not the postman, or whatever term I said. I think I got that one wrong. But the person overseeing the post office here.
Yeah. Postmaster.
What's the name of your chief?
So we have a detachment commander, which will be like our equivalent in this area of the chief, and that's Captain Eric Spitzer.
Is he doing a good job?
I think so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's the hardest part about your job besides going after criminals?
Every day is different, so it's always a challenge. Like today, we got the weather. We got the extra 3 inches of snow in a couple hours, so now we have to worry about going to crashes and kind of just always dealing with the public. Some days are difficult. Some days are easier than others. I can step wherever if you want better.
You're good,
camera.
bro. You're good.
You're the man. I know this guy. Pound it right there.
But I mean,
good.
like I said, so that was like it. They don't want you trespassed. They're just requesting like
please
continue.
leave.
Yeah.
So they know that we're legally allowed to be here, right? Because that's the whole point of all
Yeah.
this.
So right now they're like, yes, you can be here, but like we want to try to make it as calm for everybody as possible.
Oh, so do we.
I know you guys kind of have your.
So do we.
Everybody's got their agenda, right? You guys got yours. I got mine. They got
I
theirs.
just have a job to do, brother, and as a citizen. Oh, damn, caught that on video. As a citizen, it is our duty, brother, to check up on these guys, and to check up on you, and to check up on our mayor, our governor, the president.
Right. Okay.
It's just a matter of something that we have to. If we don't do this, if we don't use our rights, we will soon lose them. We don't want to have to go to the city hall over here in Fairbanks to get a permit to video record.
And City Hall might have an ordinance for that. I don't know.
We're not looking for confrontations. We're not looking for trouble. We have more than enough videos promoting good cops and praising cops.
Right.
Unfortunately, the videos where we're being disrespected are the ones that end up getting the more traffic.
Right.
But
and that's understandable because look at how society overall, without being political, look at how a lot of society views law enforcement in general. Right. I'm not here to say all cops are good. I know there's bad eggs. Right. But that's why I want to make sure I do my part and be like, hey, some of us do actually care and want to do the right thing.
We should.
And it's gonna always be revolving, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna meet one good one. You're gonna meet one that's not, and I'm imagining because you get in the views or you're meeting those confrontational ones is why you continue to do it, right? I mean, in theory, because
my main thing is education.
Right.
I don't want everybody to realize that.
Well, like you said though, right? Like if everybody was a good cop outstanding, you wouldn't have to do this job.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
You know, that's the reason to do it.
All right. Yeah, bro, we're good. We're gonna take off.
Thank you so much.
They got educated. That's all that matters.
Yep.
So.
Appreciate it, guys.
How do you say your name? Croniger?
Croniger. Yep.
Okay.
Croniger. Was that an apartment complex?
That burned down way before I know. Before I was here. I believe it was. They were attached to there's apartment complexes, kind of U-shaped on the other one.
Oh, okay.
So at some point, I'd imagine within the last 5 years, but I could be wrong. So.
All right. Well, you have a good day, bro.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Not so much of a question, but a concern.
Okay. You have a good one.
Have a good day, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. Drive safe. Stay safe, man.
Will do.
Good thumbnail right there. All right, guys, that's how it's done. News Now Alaska at Fairbanks Post Office. I'm here with Auditing America, and that's a First Amendment audit. So yeah, thanks for joining us.